This is a mechanical device. It won't reason with logic.
You're a mechanical device, and you don't reason with logic. Burn.
What's up, guys? This is the group Does.
This is Mike.
This is Ace. And you should know this by now. And today we're gonna be Mike's gonna be reacting to some Conan stuff because I've already seen like almost all these videos. But I'm gonna show Mike some Conan O'Brien skits because Conan O'Brien is the best talk show host probably ever, in my opinion.
Well, I agree with that. I've seen some of his shit, like videos, but the whole with the staff stuff.
I love when he fucks with his staff, and I think those are his better videos. And so if you guys watch Conan, you might know who Jordan Slansky is. Slansky? I think I'm saying that right. So, yeah,
That's how I would pronounce it.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
But
mess it up. Sorry.
Yeah. So today we're gonna check out the video where him and Jordan go to a puzzle room and try to find the way out. So Mikey hasn't seen this, so this should be an interesting one.
But before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and hit the notification bell. The ding.
Ding, ding. All right, let's get into it.
Hello, Conan O'Brien here, and I'm in downtown Los Angeles in the fashion district because I want to try this brand new fad that's sweeping the nation. It's called an escape room. Basically, you get a bunch of your friends, you go into a room, you're locked inside, there are clues and puzzles, and you all have to work together to figure your way out of the room. I wanted to bring my friends and try it. Unfortunately, they were all busy. So I brought my producer, Jordan Schlansky. Hey, Jordan.
How are you?
You want to help me? You think we can work together and get out of the escape room?
My mind
Would
works.
you take sunglasses off, please? I whipped mine off dramatically. Can you whip them off dramatically?
We're standing outside
Just
in
whip them
Southern
off.
California.
Whip them off dramatically. That's not that. No, like this. Put them on. Now whip them off. Hopeless. Let's get in. If you can't get your glasses off, how are we going to get out of the escape room?
I would love to go to one of those.
This is exciting. We've just met Stephanie, is that right?
Stephanie.
Hey,
yeah.
Stephanie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What's the fastest time that a group has gotten out of this room?
47 minutes. 47.
I think we will beat that record.
Yeah, dude, the
In
total
general, are
tries
you
and
good at
total
solving
success.
riddles and puzzles?
I think with my powers of observation and deduction, in combination with your proclivity for academics, we'll be a strong team.
Okay. He's sort of the Spock to my Kirk.
I get that.
Basically, yeah.
Each room has a different theme. Which room are you going to put us in?
I'm putting you in the detective.
And what era is this?
The 1940s.
1940s.
Correct.
How common is it for people who are about to play the game to dress in period clothing?
It's not very common.
See? Yeah. Do you want to try an accent or anything?
I believe in the 1940s, people spoke much as they do now. What you're mentioning was a media affectation.
Okay, he takes the fun out of anything. This looks like a real 1940s
Man, that's
detective's
so cool.
office. And who is this right here?
That's the secretary.
This is the secretary.
Yes.
Wow. At this moment, she's doing more than my assistant ever does. Her name's Sona. She watches The Bachelor a lot at her desk.
All right, so I'm gonna set this timer for 1 hour. Have fun, and I guess you're gonna get out in 46 minutes.
Yeah, that's the fastest it took someone almost the whole time, basically.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm the detective secretary. Said to give this to you, and that's very important.
So you finally made it. I had a visit the other day from an old friend, an old blonde friend. This dame hasn't changed a bit. She's still as cold as a July in Frisco. This guy is not funny. Help me as I figure out which of those gangsters' goons is behind the jewel thefts. That's the first thing we have to do.
You're wasting time. I've read this thing 3 times already. We've already lost 5 minutes. It's 20% of our time. We need to work quickly. We need to work quickly and survey the room. There are many objects here. It's visually stimulating and very complex. I think we need to break this down and understand what lies ahead of us.
3, 2, 3, 2.
I wouldn't
This
be able
will get
to
you
figure
started.
that out, most likely.
This puzzle, it says 3, 2, 3, 2 at the top. So I'm going to circle every third. Then I'm going to circle every second. I've left something.
Go ahead.
Under.
Under. Skip ahead.
Under.
There's the
under my
typewriter. Watch out.
Ah! First, this is it. This is the first key. What's it say?
Shortest guy does not wear the smallest shoes.
This key opened up this drawer. Suspects.
Here we go. Shoe size.
The guy with the shoe size 11 is either Peanuts Romanello or is from Hollywood. The guy from Boyle Heights is 6 feet tall. Johnny Tomatoes is not from Hollywood, and neither is the guy who is 6'1". What?
There's like so many puzzles in that room.
This guy is a crappy detective.
The guy from 11 is either Peanuts Romanello or from Hollywood.
Right.
If the guy from the size 13 shoes is the guy from Hollywood, then that would stand to reason that size 11 is Peanuts Romanello.
This is hard! This is really hard!
That guy.
He just gave up. Like not even halfway into an hour, he gave up already.
Is there a way to order in food?
You can use the phone over there.
That's right, I got my partner working on the case. He's solving the clues. While Dolly and I are having a real sweet time together. She's one ripe tomato, if you know what I'm saying. Yes. Yes, she's got an eye piercing that doesn't go along with the 1940s. You'd think that would get her fired, working in a period costume. But apparently they don't care about that kind of thing here. He says he wears the smallest shoe.
Therefore, it stands to reason he's not the shortest guy. And we
What's
know
that?
was not Mickey Siegel.
Well, that's just air conditioning. Okay.
Half of the time has elapsed. What percentage of the tasks have we completed?
About 5%.
I just solved one major problem. Right here. Check this out.
Now you have 10 minutes left.
Been trying to decipher this Morse code they're broadcasting, but can't get very far.
Do both of you need to be working on that right now, or is there something
I'll
else?
assemble the crime scene photos.
You do
Please
that.
proceed with this.
I'm going to start chewing gum.
We need to work in a linear fashion.
Let's
Each
take
of
a
us
guess.
independently.
Let's take a guess on who the jewel thief is. And you have to tell us if we're right. Who do you think it is?
Mickey Siegel.
Is it Siegel?
I don't know.
Is it Siegel? Look, Dame.
Dang.
I'm getting pretty hot and bothered, see? We need answers. See? I need to know who the jewel thief is. See? And I think you know. See?
You're not allowed to damage anything in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Badass.
He just keeps resetting the time.
Sorry, I have a cold. Look. There's 300 clams here. In the 1940s, I could buy you a Buick. What can you tell us? I'm serious, this is yours. This is real money. This game is bullshit. This is real money. Okay, now just tell me, just give us a little bit of help. Just a little bit of help. Here, can you just stuff this down there? That's what they did in the movies. God, can I push it? Okay, just help us out a little bit.
That box over there looks important, though.
But that's
Get out of the way!
That's only for one of the 4 numbers. Why do you get physical?
Why do
There
you
are
get
steps
physical?
to take the next step.
Don't tell me how to run my detective agency.
You're falling apart at the seams.
I'm not falling apart. I'm the only one here that really knows what he's doing.
Maintain your focus.
Airplane. Tell you something you not tell anybody?
An hour and 10 minutes in.
I urinated in the file cabinet over there. That's a nice clue I left for the next guy.
Did one of you move that picture over there? It's crooked.
Look at this!
Anything on that safe?
It's a square. I've seen that before.
Where was the theater? You always
You know
put
what?
things down, you don't keep track of them.
I put things down and I don't know where they are.
You have to maintain focus. You're costing us valuable
Shut
time.
up!
Like how they've already reset
Just
the
another
time
puzzle.
twice and
Another-
they still can't figure anything out.
Puzzle! Okay, quick update. Here's where we are. Jordan did a really good job. He found out that one of the combinations is STEAL. I, on my part, just realized that if I throw my belt over the top of that pipe, I can probably hang myself. This bullshit is over. So, we're making progress. Ah!
Success.
Keys!
This might be the final step.
Yeah! We did
Yeah,
it!
almost 2 hours.
We did it!
And that's because she helped him.
Come here, baby! Our thanks to everyone who helped us in the escape room. Wonderful, but that wasn't for me.
Obviously.
Obviously, no shit. Bro, that shit was funny as hell.
He just gives up. Yeah,
It came up 22 minutes.
I wish I could have seen that like in real time, like him just losing frustration and just...
Conan is funny. I know that for sure, but
Yeah, Conan does so much funny stuff. He's always... I remember like when I was younger, probably like maybe like... I must have been like 11, 12. Back when he had Late Night with Conan O'Brien, I used to watch that all the time too. I think that's when I first started watching him. And then of course I started watching him when he went to
what's this one? The Conan O'Brien show?
This is just Conan. This is the show that he's had on TBS. He's been on TBS for shit. It feels like he's been on TBS for a while now. Probably maybe even I don't know, because I don't remember when all that shit with NBC happened.
What happened?
When NBC fucked him over, and because they wanted he became the host of the Tonight Show on NBC with Jay Leno, and so he finally got, like, that's the show that like Johnny Carson had, like that's the one that everyone wants to be in. So then he finally got it, and then Jay Leno retired, and then Jay Leno decided to come back and make his own show, and they're like, well, we're gonna push Conan on Tonight Show for like an hour later, and then we're gonna have Jay Leno's show come out first. And Conan was pissed off because that means he would have been coming out like at midnight basically, and like most people were gonna be asleep, so of course he's not gonna get any ratings. And so he was pissed off about that, and he didn't agree to it. And they're like, well, if you're not gonna do it, then you're gonna have to leave. And basically, like, they forced him out. So he was pissed off. So what he did is his last week there, basically he spent as much money as he possibly could because he was under contract. And then whatever he did, NBC had to pay for it. Like, there's a skit where he rented a Bugatti, and then he had like the theme song for the Bugatti playing. Well, I think it was like a Rolling Stone song, which is like super expensive for like the royalties. And like he did everything he could to fuck NBC over at the end.
That's gangster.
Yeah, so I respect him for that shit.
That's how you should be.
Yeah.
They fuck you over. That's how you should be.
So if you guys are like Conan, are interested in some more Conan reactions, you can definitely use some more stuff.
I hope so, because that shit was funny as hell.
So
oh my god.
Let us know. Give you suggestions. And
let us know what you think about Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
In the comments below.
Yeah. So deuces, guys. Thanks for watching.
Peace.